In today's video, we're putting IPVanish to the test to find out if it's still fast enough. What's up, you guys? My name's Ashley, and if you've been wondering whether IPVanish can still handle modern streaming, gaming, and heavy browsing without lagging or dropping speeds, this video is going to break it down for you. Let's get into it. So first off, what is IPVanish? If you're new to VPNs, here's a quick breakdown. IPVanish is a virtual private network service. Basically, it hides your IP address and encrypts your internet traffic, so your data travels through a secure tunnel. That means your ISP, hackers, or anyone trying to monitor your activity can't easily see what you're doing online. IPVanish offers apps for almost every device like Windows, Macs, iOS, Android, Fire TV, and even routers. Once connected, your real location is masked and your browsing data is encrypted using military-grade protocols. But what makes IPVanish stand out isn't just its security, it's the flexibility. Most VPNs limit how many devices you can connect, and IPVanish actually gives you unlimited device connections. So if you're someone who switches between laptops, tablets, and phones all day, or you share your account with family, that's a big deal. The company behind IPVanish is based in the US, which sometimes does raise questions in privacy circles because of the country's surveillance alliances. But we'll get into that a little later when we talk about the pros and cons. Now, let's go ahead and go through the main features that actually impact speed and performance, because those are what make or break a VPN experience. WireGuard protocol for faster speeds. One of the biggest upgrades IPVanish made over the years is adding the WireGuard protocol. If you've never heard of it, WireGuard is newer and lighter than older protocols like OpenVPN. It reduces processing overhead, which means faster speeds and more consistent connections, especially over longer distances. In side-by-side tests, WireGuard usually performs up to 30 to 40% faster than OpenVPN. That's a noticeable difference when you're streaming 4K video or downloading large files. Next is the server network. So IPVanish runs over 3,000 servers in more than 100 locations. A strong server network matters because speed is largely determined by proximity. The closer the server, the faster your connection usually is. IPVanish's spread covers North America, Europe, and Asia pretty well, though it does have fewer servers in Africa and the Middle East. While it's not as massive as NordVPN's or ExpressVPN's networks, it's still strong enough for most users. During testing, local servers almost always perform better than international ones, which isn't normal, but the difference wasn't extreme. Next, let's talk about the no logs policy and transparency. So IPVanish's no logs policy is something people keep an eye on. They had a controversy back in 2016 under old ownership when they reportedly handed over user data to law enforcement, but since then, new ownership has completely restructured the company and implemented independent audits to verify that they now operate under a true no logs policy. An audit was done and reviewed their systems and confirmed that they do not record or store any identifiable activity data. That means they don't track your browsing history, connection timestamps, or what you download. Next is encryptions and security tools. On the security side, IPVanish uses AES 256 encryption, which is the same standard used by banks in the military. That's paired with SHA 512 authentication, ensuring that your data packets aren't tampered with in transit. There's also a kill switch, which basically, if your VPN connection suddenly drops, it instantly cuts off your internet connection, so your real IP doesn't leak. They also include DNS and IPv6 leak protection, so even background system requests stay inside the encrypted tunnel. Next is the unlimited device connection. So this feature deserves repeating. Unlimited device connections is something even top VPNs don't offer. You can literally connect every phone, tablet, and computer in your household at the same time. That's perfect for content creators, families, or anyone who just likes having multiple screens up at once. P2P and streaming support. IPVanish supports peer-to-peer file sharing on all servers, and speeds hold up well for that purpose. Streaming works on most platforms, though not 100% of the time. Some services like Netflix or Disney Plus may detect it occasionally, but for the most part, US and European servers tend to work reliably. Cross-platform apps. So their apps are clean, minimal, and easy to navigate. You can auto-connect to the fastest available server or manually choose one based on location or ping. There's also split tunneling, which lets you choose which apps go through the VPN and which don't. And lastly is customer support. So their support is available 24/7 through live chat and email. Wait times are fairly short and they're quick to help with setup issues or speed optimization tips. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the pros and cons and see what IPVanish gets right and where it still struggles a bit. Starting off with the pros. So, speed. When using the WireGuard protocol, IPVanish performs really well. In multiple speed test local connections, average drops of about 10 to 20%, which is impressive for a VPN. On distant servers, say from California to London, speeds can drop around 35 to 40%, which is still usable for HD streaming and online gaming. A huge pro is the unlimited connections. You can use it on as many devices as you want, which makes it one of the best options for households, small teams, or creators who use multiple setups. And then ease of use. So the apps are simple, there's no steep learning curve, you just log in, pick a server, and you're good to go. And of course, the security tools are a huge pro. So AES 256 encryption, a kill switch, and DNS leak protection provide very solid coverage. They're all built into the default setup, so you don't need to adjust anything technical. Another pro is their audit transparency. Many VPNs still haven't had their systems verified by outside experts. Seeing IPVanish commit to that shows they're aware of their past and want to prove that they've changed. And then lastly is the performance for streaming and gaming. For streaming platforms, IPVanish unlocks major libraries and holds a steady connection with minimal buffering. For gaming, ping rates remain stable enough for competitive play, especially when connected to nearby servers. Now for the cons. So first off is the inconsistent international speeds. While local performance is great, long distance connections can sometimes fluctuate. Some users report slower speeds in Asia and South America compared to other premium VPNs. Another con is the US jurisdiction. Because IPVanish is based in the US, it does fall under the Five Eyes Surveillance Alliance. While they claim not to log data, some privacy experts still prefer VPNs based in countries like Panama or the British Virgin Islands, where government requests are harder to enforce. Next is the mixed streaming reliability. So while Netflix and Hulu often work, BBC, iPlayer, or smaller platforms may block access. You might need to switch servers occasionally. And past reputation. So even though ownership has changed and audits have cleared the company, some people still feel cautious because of that 2016 that we talked about. And lastly is the renewal prices. So the initial discount is great, but renewal prices definitely jump after the first term. So you just want to make sure you're paying attention to what the actual subscription costs are. Now, speaking of that, let's talk about the different plans and pricing options. If you want to save up to 83%, we do have a link down in the description below. So once you click that link, we'll click subscribe now. And these are the different plans that they have. So they've got the 1 month, the 24, and the 12 month. So to save the most, you definitely want to go with the 24-month plan, but the 1 month is $12.99 per month. The 12 months is $3.33 per month. And this is for a full year. And then the 24-month is $2.19 per month. And that can save you 83%. The cool thing about IPVanish is they do have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if before the 30 days are up, you don't feel like it's the best fit for you, you can get your money back, which is great. Each of these plans come with a VPN, of course, but it's also optimized for streaming Netflix, Disney+, ESPN, and more. You also get support by phone and 24/7 live chat, high-speed servers in 148 locations worldwide, and then apps across all devices like Windows, Mac, Fire TV, etc., encrypted internet access, and independently verified no logs policy. So, should you choose IPVanish? If your main focus is speed, reliability, and flexibility across multiple devices, IPVanish is still a strong choice. It's fast enough for streaming and gaming, secure enough for general privacy needs, and affordable compared to some higher priced premium VPNs. However, if your top priority is a maximum privacy or censorship resistance, there are a few VPNs that might fit better. Because IPVanish is US based, it doesn't offer the same jurisdictional advantages as VPNs like Nord or ExpressVPN. But for most everyday users, people who just want faster streaming, safer browsing on public Wi-Fi, and solid performance without constant disconnects, IPVanish really does hit that sweet spot. Its speed consistency has improved a ton since the WireGuard update, and its apps feel smoother than they did a few years ago. It's not perfect, but it's reliable and straightforward, which is often all most people really need. So if you're looking for a VPN that's easy to use, fast on local servers, and gives you full freedom with device connections, IPVanish is definitely still worth considering. As a personal note, I know picking a VPN can feel overwhelming. There are so many options that promise security and speed. It's really hard to know which one actually delivers both, but you don't have to overthink it. Just focus on what matters most for your setup. If you want to get started with IPVanish and try it out for yourself, we do have that link down in the description below for you. I do want to mention that these are affiliate links, which means we may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. So if you do choose to use our links, we just want to thank you so much in advance for supporting our channel. It really helps us to continue to create free content just like this. This channel is dedicated to helping you understand VPNs, privacy, and digital tools in a simple and realistic way. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And of course, leave any comments or questions below. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.